All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Alicia.
What up? What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, you have been enjoying your day. It is finally spring. A lot of places have a lot of sunshine and a little bit of clouds and things of that nature. But we do have another part of the country that's not experiencing sunshines right now. But we're going to talk about that in just a moment.
A little later on, we'll
all right,
rain down on you some ashes, literally.
All right, but if you are new to this channel, we want to thank you so much for being here. We ask that you give us that thumbs up to let YouTube know that you like the content and the information that we share. And also make sure that you subscribe.
Yeah,
subscribe to the channel. You know, definitely, because we got to let YouTube know that the information that's on this channel is lit.
It is lit.
It is litty. Up in here, we get results up in here. We actually got a little testimony, to give on that.
She got her test and she got her money.
Yep. So, and also, if any of the content that you watch on our channel, please share.
Yes,
to let everybody know that Chris and Alicia are the shit.
Shiznick,
you know,
Shiznick.
All right, awesome. Okay, let me just do a quick audio test real quick. Okay, boom. Just want to make sure that was coming through. All right. So this evening, we are going to be talking about, does your twin flame know your value? Okay? Because when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to a twin flame relationship, like if somebody knows how valuable you are, then there's no question as to whether or not they're going to pursue you.
Exactly. And if you know how valuable you are, there is no reason why you will not pursue yourself. We're going to get into it. So buckle up, guys. Buckle up. Strap up.
We're going this side if we're driving.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, we're going to get into it. All right. So it's going to be this is going to be a really nice video.
Yes.
I feel passionate about this video, and I feel like this video is going to be very valuable as the topic is. It's going to be a valuable video, and I think that we need this type of encouragement this time around. Okay. And welcome, you guys. Charlene, welcome. Thank you for being here. And everybody else who's here, go on and just put something in the chat. Let us know where you're coming in from. We're just going to do a small bit of housekeeping before we move forward, because it's a lot that's taking place for us. Hey, Brittany, welcome, sweetie. It's a lot of good things that's rolling out. It's a lot of creative energy that's in the air. If you know, it's spring. Yes. So what happens in the spring? New birth. Back in the day, they used to celebrate this fertility. They did this fertility thing, ritual. This is where you get the Easter bunny and the eggs from. Bunnies don't lay eggs.
No, they don't.
Okay, the bunny does not lay an egg, so it kind of makes you think, why are we celebrating the Easter bunny with the eggs? They don't even go together. Do a little bit of research on there, and you will really find out what it really means when you're doing this whole bunny thing. If you look at the Playboy, they have that bunny. You're like, why do they have a bunny? It's all correlates, guys. It all goes together. But do a little bit of reading, and you really link the two, and then you're gonna go like this. Yeah, but it's okay. It's a creative season, and so when you wanting to manifest. Sometimes the energies that you tune into, the season, right? Everything has a season, right? This is a really good season to manifest. Not that you can't manifest, at any time, but when you're manifesting right now, it's kind of like you're riding a wave.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But we're going to get into that a little later on. We got some juicy tips on value, because value is super, super important.
Right. And for those of y'all who are interested, after we go through these tips on knowing your value and making sure that the people who matter know your value, then we're going to open it up for any card readings. If you are up for receiving a card reading tonight, definitely do so. And if you are one of our royal twin flames that just so happen to be tuning in at this moment, you can drop your Chris and Alicia emoji. You can see the one that we just put up there recently. I may just drop it again just so you all know. So when you see this emoji, then that means that you can get a free card reading this evening. Okay? Awesome. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. And then we got a lot of more other stuff to cover.
Right. And we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping somewhere in the middle because we want to share all the good stuff that's happening. Also, thank you guys for helping us come this far. Okay. But we're going to get into that. But we're going to dive into your value right now because this is some important information that is needed in this time. Right.
Yes.
But before I dive into it, I'm gonna have my baby read this for you guys.
Oh, now this is actually a testimony. Now we get tons of messages throughout the day, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on emails, or if it's on our website, which is right down there, which you can see. Okay, we get tons of messages, and a lot of times we get success stories, and we really don't say too much about the success stories, but this particular one we had to give a shout out to. We're not gonna name names right now. She's watching this right now. She know who she is. But I'm just gonna read this out for you all. Okay, so please forgive me while I look down. Okay, let's see. Success story. Okay, all right. She said, hold on, let me go back. She said, hi guys, and this is in all caps. I have come back into union with my twin flame.
Oh, snap.
And she says, thank you. And of course we told her you're welcome. She says, OMG, it was well worth it. Okay. Funny thing is that I was doing me.
Who she was doing, baby?
She was doing me.
Herself.
Okay.
All right.
And loving me and growing. Like this real talk, y'all. We're probably gonna share this text. We're just gonna blot out her name because we don't want people to be all over like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So she said, well, of course we're gonna get her permission before we do that. But she said, I wasn't trying.
What she wasn't doing, baby?
She wasn't trying.
Ooh, we're gonna get into that.
Let's see. Okay. I was just loving life.
Ooh.
Now, there's so many times that we just keep telling everyone on a regular basis that, because once again, it is from our experience and we've seen it through other people as well. That when you just really start getting in and loving life, you attract that abundance to you. And once again, abundance is not just on money. But let me read the last part of this. She just says that this is exactly what you all advised.
What she said, read it again, baby.
That is exactly what you all advised. Wow. Okay. So the proof is in the pudding.
All right now.
Okay. We're not ones to really boast a lot about what's going on, but with that particular one, we've had people say, "Oh, they got with their twin flame. Thank you so much." But when she just mentioned that she was just living life.
And loving herself.
And twin flame back in the picture.
All of a sudden. Okay.
Now
resonance.
Now these results may vary.
Wait a minute now. But what's not gonna vary, right? Is you loving yourself.
Your happiness.
And your happiness, that is always gonna radiate. Once you start loving yourself, you're going to start attracting love. Because we always attract that which we are. Not what we necessarily say. Because I've seen people crying and they're like, I'm fine. And they're crying. I'm okay. Right?
I'm okay.
I'm good. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Right? So you know that they're not happy, but they're saying it.
Right.
So you're always, and you always will, because of the Taurus field that we have around us, we will always be a magnet. And we will always attract that which we are on the inside. All right. So we're going to get into it, guys. So we're going to talk about value. All right, because value is important on this journey called life. Okay, so first thing you want to do, numero uno, is know and trust in yourself. Okay, yeah, we took some notes because we're gonna dive into this. So you're gonna see me look down. That's because I took some good notes. All right. So that's the first thing that you want to do is know and trust in yourself. And shameless plug, we did just do a webinar on how to integrate with your higher self. So if you guys are really interested in really getting some tips on how to integrate with your higher self, you can feel free to either subscribe to our website, or you can just go ahead and just get the one video. But it's a lot of other series of videos that we are doing on Mondays. Is it Mondays or Tuesdays? Mondays and Fridays, we're doing a series of videos to really help to evolve, to get you from one phase to the next. Okay. So you want to know and trust in yourself. Okay. So you can say affirmations like, I can achieve results. And these are just things that you say to yourself every day that will build your value, right? I can achieve results. I can execute these results. Okay. And also just remember that you can tell yourself, I'm passionate about what I'm doing. And it sounds like basic and stuff, but watch, you say this stuff every day and it'll get through your subconscious. Because there are 3 ways that we get stuff into our subconscious. Do you remember those ways?
It is through repetition, through trauma, and symbols.
And sigils.
Sigils, yes.
Sigils and symbols. Those are the 3 ways that you get stuff into that subconscious to get it reprogrammed so you can run like how you want to run.
Yep.
Okay? Not like how Mr. Gates wants you to be ran. Just slide that in there.
Right.
All right. Next thing you want to know is, next thing you want to tell yourself is you have goals. Like you have things that you want to achieve, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And also remind yourself that you can do anything that you set your mind to do. These are things that will help to build your value in yourself. Very basic things, right? Because anything you set your mind to, you can achieve it. And just tell yourself these little pointers every single day. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do, you look yourself in the mirror and you run this list down. I can achieve my results. I am passionate about my results that I'm achieving. Yes. And when you start telling yourself these things, you start feeling different. You start feeling lighter. You start feeling brighter, right? Because this is one thing that sometimes we really don't realize. Baby, you want to tell them what that one thing is?
You gotta read it out. I'm sorry.
You go on, baby. Hey.
Okay. Because we took notes.
We took notes because we want to drive this home.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. It just felt weird just looking down while I'm trying to be okay.
You good.
So here we go. Just know, okay.
Really, baby. That's what we're gonna do tonight.
Okay. Oh, your value is directly linked to your belief.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So your value is directly linked to what you believe. And guess what, guys? In the word believe, you have be-lie. So sometimes what we believe might not necessarily be the truth. All right? So think about that for a minute. Really ponder on that. The things that you value is directly linked to what you believe. So this is where you're going to do some assessment to see if the things that you're telling yourself, if these belief systems that you have, is it even true? Because it might have been true at one point in time, but it might have changed over time, or it might have evolved over time, and you forgot to evolve with it. So that's deep. You want to check on that, right?
Yep.
This is the value system, right? How you build your value, your love for yourself. All right. Next thing is your potential holds your value. So a lot of us have a lot of potentials, tons and tons of potential. Sometimes we marry potentials, but it never gets worked on. So you really have to look deep within yourself to see what you're passionate about. You might be an artist, but you don't draw anymore. You might be a singer, but you stop singing.
Right.
And some of the things that can lead us to stop doing these things is trauma. Another shameless plug. If you go to our website, we did a whole webinar on trauma and how to really heal from trauma.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And another quick shameless plug is that we do have the membership open right now so that you can get access to all of the webinars that we do. Because once again, you can access those webinars individually.
Yep.
But it would actually save you more money if you were to get the subscription with us, and that way you get access to all of the webinars.
Exactly.
And you'll be able to be on there with us live, and then you also be able to have access to the replays. So there you go.
Word to Big Bird. See, I'm telling my age. Word to Big Bird. Anyhow, so your potential, remember, it's intangible, right? And you have to know that a lot of it comes down to your mindset. So you really got to take a check on your mindset so you can see where your potential is, where it lies. All right? And sometimes you might feel discouraged.
Right.
You know, Chris and Leisha, I don't know. Right now, things are not looking so bright. I don't know about this value thing. I mean, I know I'm okay, but I don't know right now. My situation is not looking so good. Don't worry about it. Your concern is not always where you're at, even though you can have appreciation for where you're at because of where you're going, right?
Yep.
So you want to keep in mind what you're currently experiencing is not you. Sometimes we link our experiences directly to who we are. You're not your experience. Sorry to break it to you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you're not your experience.
No.
At all.
No, because when you define you, you know, in most cases, people define themselves with, you know, their being, things of that nature. But when you actually do a little bit more introspection, you'll actually notice, which is another webinar that we did, which as far as really being able to identify your true self. When you really get into it, you see that you're nothing and everything at the same time.
And you're not those labels.
Okay. But we're gonna leave it right there. We ain't gonna go too much deep. If you wanna really go in deep into it and find your truth, and just get just a little bit of guidance, a little bit of nudge into that area, then definitely go onto the website, check out that webinar, which is wow. I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's about self, true self.
Yeah, it's about discovering who you really are, your true self, not the self people tell you that you are, you know, not the name, not the religion, not the experiences, none of those things, but really getting connected to your essence.
Yes.
That unconditional love. Remember that? All right, so just remember that it's not where you are, but it's where you're heading. Just keep that in mind, right? Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself too much. Sometimes the situations that we're in are not always exciting. They don't always make us feel valuable, right? But don't link yourself to that experience. It's a journey. When we're traveling on a journey, we don't say that we are the journey. It's just something we're experiencing, right? All right. So next thing I want you to do, this is another tip, is to communicate these things to yourself every single day.
Every day.
Every day.
Don't miss a day.
Don't miss a day. You want, because again, how do we learn? Repetition. Okay? People are on a spiritual journey and they really don't take the time to really break down the word spiritual.
Spiritual. It is a first spear or spiral.
Spiral.
Which is a spiral. So it's going round and around. Okay. And ritual. Ritual is something that you do on a regular basis.
Over and over and over again.
Now, I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with the terms of the elites. And when you look at how the elites are doing things, do you think they sleep?
They do not break.
Do you think that if they have a task to do, that they're not doing it?
They be planning 100 years ahead. You see.
1,000 years ahead.
Look what's happening. They planned that 100 years ago.
Okay. So just know that just like they have their consistency, you need to develop that same consistency as well.
Yep.
You know, and that's one of the things that we're going to get into in some future classes, which is that you got to look at the ones that are successful. Okay. because when you have knowledge, wisdom is that knowledge being applied.
Right.
Okay. Now, in some cases, you may put a label on that as either good or bad, but it's all about how you use that knowledge.
Right.
And there is some very ancient knowledge that these quote unquote elites are using to their benefit, and they are getting results.
But they don't want you to know about it. They'll tell you that it's bad. Right. So just do a lot of research and reading, and don't ever ignore your potential.
No. Please don't.
Don't ever ignore your potential. You're born with an innate ability to do things no one ever taught you how to do.
And well, it's not a finite, but a plethora. Okay, a plethora of resources. Okay.
Yes, and also allow yourself to see how valuable you are. To just allow it.
And once again, why is this important, right? Because it's important, for one, for you to know your value. And just like if we gave you a diamond, let's just say we gave you a 24 karat diamond, perfect cut, and I want to say it's a SI in clarity or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about clear. Yeah, your boy know about some diamonds.
Speak to that,
okay?
Man.
Your boy know about some diamonds.
I know that's real.
Okay? Now, if we gave you this clear cut, perfect diamond, are you just gonna let anybody just put it on the ground,
just throw it on the corner? I'm gonna come back to that later.
Right. So when you know your value, you're not gonna let anybody disrespect you, which is also setting healthy boundaries.
And that is the number one. Number one. Okay, and you can do that with unconditional love too.
Yes.
All right. Now the next thing, the next point that I have is anything that ignites your passion, it actually provides fuel for your value. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to the thing that gets you going, the thing that you're most passionate about. This is what will fuel your value, your inner value for yourself, the love for yourself. Okay? So just keep that in mind, and just know that you are enough.
Yes.
You are enough. You're a seed, just like a little seed that we plant. Okay? It has that seed has everything inside of it for it to blossom. It just needs to be in the right environment. So place yourself around the people that's going to encourage you, the people that is going to love you unconditionally, right? Got to put yourself in the right environment, because you can have a beautiful seed, a perfect seed. There's nothing wrong with it. But you just let that seed out there in the wrong environment, it can get scorched up by the sun, or it can get drowned. It can have too much water. The soil might not be fertilized. And the seed has all the information. It has all the potential, but it's not in the right environment. So make sure that you're around the right set of vibrations.
Yes.
Okay? People, or whatever you want to call it.
Just look at that. You are enough.
You're enough. Never let anybody allow you to forget that you are enough. You already came here with everything that you need to fulfill whatever you came here to fulfill. Even if it's just to enjoy the planet, whatever that purpose is. Okay? And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. And I just have one more thing that I want to mention, because I see that you guys got some stuff in the chat. Today is Saturday, right? And so I want to remind you guys that when you're manifesting, okay, or when you're sending out a request to the universe, or some of you might be, still have God, you're asking God for something, whatever, however you put the label on it, right? Same thing, same absolute. Sometimes what happens is that we are not prepared to receive what we're requesting.
Speak to that.
Okay.
Speak to that.
So oftentimes it's not that we don't receive the things that we request. Sometimes they come, but we are not prepared.
Right.
And oftentimes that preparations has to do with the container. Okay? So the container. So let's say you ask the universe for some hot water. Just an example, because love is got some chemistry. It's hot. It can burn you up on the inside, right? That love, that fiery love, that love that make you go, ooh wee. What was that? That's some hot. That's some heat. So you're asking the universe for love, right? But you're not able to contain it. you're not ready. You don't. So let's say again. So I'm like, universe, give me some hot water. I want some hot boiling water. And I come with a plastic cup. You know, one of them little cheap cups. Them little whole bunch of cups you get for 99 cents. Those little plastic cups. You put hot water in it, and the whole thing just melt, and then the hot water just spill everywhere. Sometimes when we send out requests, it's like doing that. So you asking for this boiling hot water, but the container that you have, it cannot contain what you're asking for. So it makes a mess everywhere.
Yeah. And actually, we're just going to give y'all a little bit of a visual on this, right? Just so you can just have it for your own thoughts, okay? So just look at this here. So you have this bucket, and it's got holes in it. And just look at this visual here. Just imagine that this water is love. Okay? Let's imagine, let me make it a little bit bigger so y'all can see this. Okay? Just imagine that this is love poured into this bucket. Okay? And as you can see, you got all of these holes and all this love is just falling out. And you always feel like, why am I never full?
Right.
Why do I feel like it's just something empty or inside of me? That's because there are many holes in your bucket that are just letting your abundance
leakage
fly out, letting your love fly out, letting your courage fly out, letting your compassion fly out, letting your knowledge fall out. And so you got to make sure that the container is ready to receive.
Exactly. So it's not, sometimes we do get the things, but we're not able to contain the things that we are asking for.
Right. And see, just look at this guy here. Hold on, let me pull up this picture here.
Right.
Okay. Come on now. Y'all see it. Y'all see what we're talking about here, right?
Come on now.
Like, how in the world are you going to fill your cup when your cup looks like this?
Come on now.
You're up here looking like Swiss cheese.
Come on now.
Waiting for it to fill up.
Let's go, man. Let's go. So this is the point where accountability comes in. You know, you set your goals and you know, hey, I know what I'm asking for is big, it's huge. Let me get ready. And this is how you work with the universe.
Yes.
Right? So let me get ready to receive. Let me get ready to be poured into. Let me go on and patch these holes up that I got going on so that when what I ask for comes in, I can contain it. I have the ability, which is the responsibility, you're able to respond.
Oh, and you know what? I'm going to break down a little bit of science for you, maybe just to bring it home just a little bit more, okay? So when you're attempting to fix a leak, okay, let's just say just looking at that bucket. Y'all remember? Let me pull the bucket back up for you, okay? I'm going to pull the bucket back up.
We got a nice question in the chat right here. We're going to get to that question. That's a nice question, Les Becker. That's a really good question with the healer. We're going to get to that.
Okay. Now, just thinking about this, just looking at the science of this, right? So if you wanted to repair this bucket, you could put something on the outside to seal it up. But because of the pressure of the water that's coming through, it's eventually going to push that off. Okay? Whatever sticky adhesive you had on there to try to patch that hole, it's going to eventually give away. But if you were to put the patch on the inside of the bucket.
Speak to that. Hold on, man. Let me move a little bit.
If you were to put the patch on the inside of the bucket.
Oh, boy. Bring it home, baby. Bring it home.
Now you got the force of the bucket and the water keeping the patch together.
How you gonna win when you ain't right within?
Okay.
Okay, Lauren Hill. Ooh, you got me feeling excited. I love it. I love it.
Just a little bit of science here. You can try it for yourself.
Oh, beautiful.
You can try it for yourself. Go get a bucket, poke some holes in it, fill it up with water, and put the patch on the outside first. And see what happens. But then try patching it from the inside.
Do the repair from the inside first. when you seal the container from the inside, I'm telling you, oh, this is beautiful. Yes. Now, Les Baker, she got a question. She says, but what if you're a healer? This is a really good question. But what if you're a healer and you're meant to be the bucket that is like the middleman to show others what love looks like? That's a very, very good question. Now, one thing we want to always keep in mind when it comes to healing, and I think we get this a little mixed up sometimes. You don't heal anyone. I want you to know this.
No, you don't.
Okay? We don't heal anyone. We all have the capability of healing ourselves. So when you study Reiki, when you look at energy and how energy works, the Reiki healers, things of that nature, what they do is they serve as a catalyst. Okay? They serve as a catalyst to help the individual to activate their own fields, Taurus fields, for them to heal themselves. This is something we gotta know this. You gotta know how energy works. You gotta really understand your subtle bodies. Yes. You gotta understand your Taurus field, how it works, how energy works. Okay? So when we feel like you can buy on other people's karma and stuff like that, that's something that is not even necessary. It's like giving yourself more work, right?
Right.
So you can definitely serve as a catalyst to assist someone and allow them, to heal themselves. That's something that you can definitely do.
Yes. But let me go back and take a look at this because there was something else that came out to me as far as okay. So once again, but what if you are a healer and you are meant to be the bucket that is like the middleman who shows the others what love looks like? Okay. If that is the case, your responsibility becomes 10 times fold. That means that you have to do extra work to make sure that not only can you contain yourself, but you can also contain the person that you're trying to heal. This is something that actually we had talked about this the other day as far as if you have a partner and that partner's not feeling too well, right? You can have that other partner lay on top of you and then you can actually take in their sickness to where they feel better. And if you are strong enough, you would feel just like nothing happened. Okay?
But that's if you're strong enough. That's a transfer of energy.
Right. Because I've actually done this with previous mates. And hell, I actually did it with Alicia one time where she would actually lay on top of me. We're not doing anything because y'all get your mind out the gutter. Okay? Y'all get your mind out the gutter. She's just laying on top of me.
Oh my God.
And while she's laying on top of me, I'm taking in whatever ailments she may have. Right. Now, because my container, my vessel is built enough to where I can take in that illness or that ailment, whatever it is that's going on, and be able to transmute it to the point where it's not affecting me.
Right.
But if my vessel is not built for that,
that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story.
Okay.
So the container, just make sure that container, is well taken care of. And that's just, again, knowing your value.
Right.
Knowing your potential, knowing what drives your potential. Usually it's that passion. All right. And just be ready to receive whatever you're seeking. Always be ready to receive.
Yes. Now, we do have one request from someone who would like to have a reading. They're a little bit bold this evening. That is Miss Brittany.
Okay, Miss Brittany.
Miss Brittany would like to have a reading, so we're going to get into it.
Let's get into it.
And you know what? This is SNL with Chris and Alicia. So Saturday Night Live with Chris and Alicia. So if you do have any questions, definitely feel free to drop it in the chat and we'll go into it on as they come up. And just as the card readings come up, we're going to get into that as well.
Awesome.
Now, if some of you are feeling let's see. If you're really bold, we can actually drop a link into the chat to where you all can join us on video on live. Okay. So if you are up for joining us live, okay, just drop a comment and say I want to go live.
That would be nice.
Okay. So if you want to go live with us right now, maybe even have like a little impromptu, like 5-minute session. Okay.
Ooh, that'd be cute.
If you want to do an impromptu, and this is no additional charge. This is just something just to really get the engagement, because we like talking with y'all. Okay.
Yes,
if you hadn't noticed, we like talking with y'all. So if you would like to do that, drop a chat and say, let's see, I go live every day on the week.
Okay.
Okay. So for those, you know what, I'm gonna drop it in the chat real quick. If you are about it.
Who about it? Okay, y'all about it today.
If you are about it.
You see, we telling our age.
I just dropped the link in the chat.
Oh gosh.
If you want to join us live and have a little impromptu one-on-one, let's get it in.
Yeah, let's get it.
In the meantime, Brittany, your reading is up, ma'am.
All right, let's get it. Okay, so Brittany, if you could just like this one. We usually like to get messages from your higher self. And as I'm shuffling this card, this one stood out. So this one says surrender. Brittany, looks like surrender is the energy that came out for the love card. That's the heart card. Usually with the heart card, that's the love. It's a love oracle. So it really deals with matters of the heart, right? And this one says the King of Fire. So
King of Fire,
a lot
really?
of passion. We got some passionate stuff that's taking place, Brittany. Because fire, that fire is passion. Ooh, we got some. Yes.
All right, we're gonna get you in just a moment.
I love it.
Just hold tight.
Let's just get our beautiful Brittany. Ooh, garnet. Okay, so we have a garnet. That's the ancestral card.
What is that?
King of Fire. So this is the first one that popped out, Brittany. It says surrender. So this is matters of the heart. So see how she's got you see how they got the moon right there? And then she's laying there by the moon, very feminine, that feminine energy with the moon. And she's laying there in the water. Water is like emotions, right? So surrendering to the emotions. So at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Okay, so in some situations we just gotta let it go.
Where's the book to this?
Let it flow. This one?
Yeah. Okay,
so the next one that came out was the King of Fire. All right, so the King of Fire. So this one is calling for you to be proactive. Okay. Also ground and focus your passion. We just got done talking about passion. So this is right in alignment. It says be more than an ideas person. So maybe you have an idea, maybe you've been kind of like, holding it back or whatnot. Remain involved from start to finish. So whatever idea that you have it's going to take you doing it from beginning to end. Like that's where you're going to get your best result. Know that every leader is a part of a team. Delegates. If you got to get someone to help you with whatever you're trying to get done, it's okay to get someone to help you. It says show your appreciation and keep your temper in check. It's a fire card. That type of energy. So the King of Fire is a charismatic leader. So it looks like you're a leader. Like you have energy of being a leader. People respect you. You're passionate about what you do. You have a lot of passion and you're very inspirational and you're focused. You're grounded and you're very creative.
Yes.
So whatever creation, whatever it is that you got bubbling up in there, I think this is a time to go ahead and pursue that. Again, this is the time to create. This is the spring. This is when everything is literally springing up. So there's a certain type of energy right now that is like you're riding a wave. So this will be a good time to go ahead and just start that engine, whatever that is, okay? And the next one is the garnet. This one is a rejuvenating stone. It's believed to protect against evil and terrifying dreams, and it attracts love. It says your passionate soul. There goes passion again. So this is like a double entendre right now. So you're a passionate soul with a courageous heart. Okay? Be confident and constant. Let go of your inner demons. Again, it's telling you to let go. Okay? Let go of the inner demons, taboos, inhibitations, fantasies. Recognize self-sabotage and expand your awareness into all that you can be. And this is right on time. This is the same thing we just talked about. Virtue matters to you. Right. Look at that. You are capable of great devotion to a cause, whatever that is, or a relationship, and have a strong survival instinct. So you're very determined. You have that fire energy within you. You can use it to transmute, because that energy it's a transmutational energy.
Right.
It says take action now. Okay, a mystery is solved. Have courage. Yes. There is a way out. Okay, turn a crisis into a learning challenge. If danger approaches, stay calm. You are protected. Be emotionally honest with yourself and others. You may attract a partner for sexual healing. I don't know about that one, but hey, okay.
It is what it is.
It says make no long-term commitment, as it may fizzle out once the purpose is fulfilled. Healing insight. Finding an appropriate outlet for your passion and emotions creates well-being. So find a way to create, let it out.
Look what Brittany said.
What she said?
She said, my baby and I are laying together peacefully.
Oh,
that is
my
awesome.
God. That is beautiful.
Awesome,
that is beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. This is beautiful. You are so welcome, my love. You are so welcome.
All right. So we have Miss Liz, who says she about it. She ain't scared.
Yeah, she ain't scared. Let's go. Scared. Let's bring it. Let's bring it home.
So you ready? You ready to come in? I think she's ready.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right. Let's see. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Oh yeah. You go live on a regular. I'm seeing the gaming headphones already.
You got the pretty lights too.
Yeah, the pretty lights go clink clink. Yeah. I stream on Twitch most of the week. Yeah. I'm a gamer, so I make people laugh, apparently.
Oh, well, you'll be right in alignment with our sons. They right now gaming right now, so hey.
You can go fish them. I'll teach them a thing or two.
They probably need it. But what's going on?
Nothing much. It's 3:00 in the morning. Well, actually about 4:00 in the morning now. But it's okay. I'm from South Africa, but I live in Portugal right now. So.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for tuning in from Portugal. 3:00 in the morning.
4. It's going to 4:00 in the morning now.
Oh wow.
I like it.
It's okay though. Wow. I don't mind. I don't know. I'd never sleep during the night. I think it's the best time to do things.
Well, you know what? Just a quick question before you go into the question that you may have for us, because we're trying to understand this for our teenagers, right?
Right.
Okay.
Because they are nocturnal.
Yeah.
They are.
And is that just a gamer thing?
It is. It's a game. It's like when everybody else is sleeping and being normal humans, us gamers, we are not normal. We are not. We prefer when everyone's asleep, because then we don't have them screaming in our ears and telling us to do chores and stuff. So
see, this is what I said. This is the same thing I said.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I said. They find a sense of peace and nobody's bothering them, and they can get to play their game nonstop.
Yeah, peaceful is best for them. Yeah, of course.
Wow. Well, thank you for that confirmation.
Yes.
No problem.
So what's going on? Did you have a question for us, or just wanted to speak your piece?
Well, it's a little. The thing I do have a question, but also it's a little dark. I don't know how to even word it so it doesn't get too crazy.
Dark is good. There's nothing wrong with dark and light. I mean, if you don't have the darkness, you can't have the light, vice versa. So we embrace we embrace it all,
It's just, I don't want to upset anybody, kind of thing.
Oh no, I don't think people are that sensitive. We'll burn some sage for them if they're sensitive. How about
Okay, judge the first stage for them. That would be good. Yeah, my question. Well, I don't know if it's a question really. It's just I don't know if my twin flame and I, I've been trying to explain, is just came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, obviously.
Mhm.
As you guys have multiply explained, that's kind of the situation. And for me, I don't know, I've been having a lot of like dark thoughts that maybe one of us has to die to live. Does that make sense?
Mm. Mm.
Do you get what I mean? Like, one of us
Yeah, we
have
get what you-
to be gone in order for the other one to thrive, or like both can't be on the same plane at the same time.
Mm.
Well, that plays into the mission for this lifetime.
Mm.
Because in a lot of situations, for people who don't have their twin flame who incarnated here on Earth, they have one that's in other planes that are supporting them. And that could be something in that sense. And while I just lost my thought on what I was saying on that, but let's just switch it up a little bit, because part of it is that, from what I'm feeling, is that the ego has to be done with, because apparently there is something that is stopping the union. Like, are y'all together right now? Are you in separation?
We're in separation, and what's also really shit about it, sorry, excuse my language, but is she's also a little bit famous as well.
Okay.
So
Now, what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very difficult question because, like, yes, I have the exact same talents that she has and everything like that, but I'm more of the, like you guys were explaining, there'll be one that's always talking and the other one that just doesn't want to talk that much. And I'm that one.
Oh, okay.
I want to be in the dark and she wants to be in the light, type of thing.
Gotta bring balance. But check this out though. Have you ever thought of searching this other perception, right? Because when we speak of death, like we understand, there is no death.
No, there isn't.
It's transitioning, right?
Yeah.
It's really a transition. So, and evolving also. You see this in nature constantly. They literally transition from one thing to the next, right? So when you say one has to die for the other one to be here, if I were you, what I would do is I would meditate on that just a little deeper, right? And think of it, or try to have a different perception of what death really truly means and what that means. Like, could it be like one of you have to do some shedding? Not necessarily maybe physically die, right? Not maybe the vessel dying, but maybe parts of you needs to be transformed or needs to be evolved in order for whatever you're looking to bring forth, So maybe try that approach, try that way of looking at it, and see if that brings some type of light, if that makes sense. Because people on earth, they tend to look at death as so final and, like you said, so dark. Like, people put a lot of negative connotation on death, when it's really it's a transformation. It's an opportunity to experience something different or to grow, right?
Yes. Because we did a whole webinar on how to exit this matrix,
right?
And so in understanding that, which once we got to go back to our basic, one of the things we say a lot of times is that energy, which is what we are,
right,
can never be destroyed. It can only be transformed, transform, or
Transfer.
Why am I-
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
Break
okay.
it
Maybe.
down.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's my energy. I don't know. Maybe I'm breaking you up. I don't know.
Oh no. But it's but this is one that's good because a lot of people feel like even though their twin flame are not with them,
Right.
or if their twin flame passed on, that they're no longer with them.
Right.
But that's all because of our perception of what death is. Death is not something that's written in stone, even though your headstone may be written in stone.
Right.
And I guess that's where people get it mixed up.
Right.
But it's not something that's written in stone, because if you go through the webinar that we talked about before, which is where you go through the exercises of identifying who you truly are, you'll understand that you're not this vessel,
Right.
you're not these thoughts,
Nope.
you're not the emotions that you feel. And so when you strip all of those things away, your twin flame, which is also you can never destroy. So when you're looking at that question or that thought that's running in your head, that's more of some type of shedding that needs to happen, so that a union can actually occur. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes well, that helps a lot, because I mean, I've been thinking that maybe I'm the one that has to go, type of thing, in order for her to flourish.
Somebody said ego death. Sacred Soul Tarot said ego death. And this is what I'm feeling. I'm not feeling so much as like a physical, transitioning. It feels more like an evolution, maybe fragmented or something in that nature, but it doesn't feel like a physical death.
Yeah. And that's just once again off of the research that we've gone through. When you actually look into the essence of who you are, it's no way to really kill you,
right, at all.
Okay. There will be some things that happen to the vessel, but not to you.
Never.
Okay, that puts it in a different perspective than what I was obviously looking at it, and it makes me think like maybe this is why y'all gave me the link and everything, because I needed a different answer, because I was clearly looking at the same pot all the time, and I wasn't like going forward or looking at a different solution.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This universe is so vast. The information, and a lot of the information has really been hidden from us.
A lot of it.
Once again, this is shameless plug, but I would definitely recommend that going to our website and checking out the webinars that we have on there, especially with some of the things that we have coming up. We're going to be breaking a lot of the myths about a lot of things.
Right. And the misinformation, we really want to give everyone their power back. Like, this is our goal, to really let everyone know that the power is with them.
Yes.
And they can tap into it at will when they choose to. And you can unlock your codes whenever you choose to.
Yep.
Are these the angel codes that are embedded with you?
It's in your DNA.
It is so. Oh my gosh!
It is.
It's so much more. We're gonna be.
No, you're not gonna get into it now. It's just my brain is just going like 300 RPMs per hour. Like, what are you going on about? Okay, I have ADHD. Okay, no, what you like? Getting a bit mental. I'm just getting into it like so much more than what you're putting out. Sorry.
It's so much more. But definitely check us out on the website. Look at some of the events that we have going on. Please forgive me, I don't have the schedule right in front of me at this point. But a lot of that is going to answer the questions that you are seeking. And then it also is going to help reveal some other things as well. Because when it comes to YouTube, as far as making content that really brings freedom to individuals.
Oh yeah, we can't do that here.
We can't do that too much.
Take us down.
I know. Yeah. So, they do the same. They do the same on Twitch. Actually, funny enough.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They just
and it's just
what's his name, Young Pharaoh.
Yeah.
They took his whole channel down. So, and they've been doing it a lot lately. So we really just say a lot of mundane stuff. But
mundane stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
like we try to stay we try to, ride the wave
above the surface.
Right. But when we really dive in deep, like getting into some real information, we really do that on the website just because of the world that we're in right now. They're not very excited about the naked truth.
Right.
They want to dress it up and stuff like that. And then when you dress the truth up, it's no longer the truth. It's just a sweet lie.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I actually had another like podcast or whatever on my Twitch the other day, and I was saying that to some of my friends because we do have we get together and we just talk deep spiritual stuff all the time. Yeah. And that's just what we do. It's very random, but whatever. Yeah. And it's how it's supposed to be, I guess. And I think I said something that a lot of people didn't. I guess Twitch didn't to know because obviously I have an insight about this whole stuff that's going on, and they actually blocked it. They blocked it. They only gave me like 4 hours or something.
Yeah, they don't want us to know about the ritual, but it's okay. It's a lot of people already know what's going on, and we will find creative ways to, come together and share the information. So it's fine. But yeah, I think Max wants to come in now.
Do I have to leave?
I can bring you off screen, so you can actually stay on here if you want to, but it's just gonna take you off screen for right now. Okay.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you for being up so late.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Let's see what Max got to say.
I don't know if she's ready just yet.
We're just she might not be ready.
She may have just joined in.
Okay.
But yeah, wow, it's so many things that are going on, y'all. Yeah. And we try to keep things going. But we got Mex on here, so we're gonna see if Mex is ready. We just Mex, this is just pretty much a open forum. If you got some questions that you have to ask, or if you just have something that you want to say, you can come through and say that. Yes. So we can bring you through.
Anybody
I don't know if you got your
wanna...
camera on or anything.
Anybody else who want to join? Oh, you ready? Anybody else who want to join, who want to share some knowledge, share some experience? Ooh, look at my baby.
What's up?
Oh my gosh. She is blessing us with her presence.
Infamous Next that's in the chat.
Yes, our beautiful sister. Very knowledgeable.
What's going on?
Well, just trying to, keep forging ahead. I think that, I'm just trying to kind of feel the energy of everybody that's in here, because I just know that, we have a lot of things that are going on out here in the world today. But, sometimes I don't want to say we like the wounded warriors, but, we're trying to look at the problems of the world. And then, we on this twin flame journey, and we're like, whoa, wait a minute. I kind of need a little bit of saving myself.
Right.
Right.
And so I can say, between me and my twin, I don't even want to say confusion, but because I believe that if you continuously go within, you really have to trust your intuition, and it's not always easy to trust your intuition, because it's like the very first thing that comes to us, it'll hit us, and then we'll get to, at least I don't know what everybody else is doing. I'm just telling y'all what I do. It hits me and I go, okay. And then I get to thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. And, in the tarot, that represents the devil card, because, you get beat up, you don't even have to look at anybody else, because you imprisoned by your own overthinking in terms of thoughts. And so I wanted to talk about that, because a lot of times that is something that I have had to really fight and battle with myself.
Mhm.
And I just don't believe I'm the only person around here that's
I
fought
don't
and
think you
battled
are.
with
I
that.
doubt. I doubt it. I doubt that you're the only person. Trust me. No, you are not the only person.
Mm-mm.
Trust and believe that. Those thoughts, they come in just like them clouds. You know,
Yeah.
one minute you look up, it's a whole bunch of clouds, and the next time you look up, you might see one or two.
Mhm.
So yeah.
But you know what, Max? You brought up something that was really key in the beginning from what you said, which was that when it comes to the warriors, yeah, we're supposed to be out here helping other individuals, but we also have to make sure that we take care of ourselves
Yeah.
and see if we got
Yes.
somebody else holding us down too.
Mhm.
Because, and just being a little bit transparent here, you know, when a lot of stuff goes on in the world that's going on right now, it's not so much that we get upset with the quote unquote elites or whoever is running the show right now, which is actually us, but that's a whole nother story. But one of the things that we think about sometimes is that when we see how the collective is acting and whether or not whether or not it is beneficial or if it is I'm trying to find nice words to say this, but you know, as far as putting your energy into those who are not trying to really elevate,
Mhm.
that makes sense. So yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind because at the end of the day, we really have to protect our energy.
Yeah.
When we are warriors, we're out there battling and we're doing what we need to do.
Yes.
I guess it's that thing about understanding not to throw pearls upon swine.
We have to protect our energy. I'll just give a tiny example, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say it.
Hey, we say some things and everything.
Listen, Max, you have no idea what I've been through. It took me about 3 days to digest what I'm about to tell you, okay?
Okay.
You gotta know that it took me, the thoughts came in.
Yeah.
And it took me south, and I had to bring myself back to center, okay? So you know how I feel, about the
Yeah,
you know how I feel about that, okay?
that situation. Yeah.
Right. The situationship that's going on in the world, you know how I feel.
Right.
Right.
The therapy, yeah.
Right, the medicine thing. Yeah. So spoke to my mom, you know, my mom, my lovely, beloved, the angel of the angels, the one that can't do no wrong, right? The herbalist, the one that taught me how to be a herbalist, the one that taught me about how, you know, I could cure myself, right? Spoke to my mom. And this was what, Monday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I think it slipped out of her mouth though. I think she forgot who she was talking to, right? Because I told you she's older, right? She's yeah, I went and I got my my thing. And I said, excuse me? She said, yeah, they came to my house and gave it to me. I said, excuse me, Mom? She said, yeah. And I'm fine. I'm feeling good. And
never mind that a few days prior, she actually slipped and fell. Just fell out. And nobody told me this. And I'm thinking maybe her shoes, you know, she was off balance and she fell. But she told me that she blacked out. And then she was on the floor and she didn't even know how she got on the floor. Now I'm putting two and two together. I'm realizing what's happening. And to add insult to injury, she tells me that she wears her thing everywhere she goes and she's excited about it. You know, the muzzle.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so happy. Like, yeah, I wear it everywhere I go. I'm like, who the hell am I talking to?
It's like the same woman.
Who is this on this?
Wow.
On this room? And let me tell you, the thoughts came in and I had to digest it. I had to really sit with myself and take it in and realize what just took place. And let me tell you, Alexis, it was a rough 3 days. My higher self came in and saved me.
Yeah.
I was
Thank
sitting right
God for
here,
the higher self.
and my higher self said, "Well, Alicia, you seem to be very high and mighty, and you seem to think that you always make the right decisions." And my higher self took me back to when I was 19, and when I decided to come to this place, and my mom she disapproved. Like, I turned down I had a scholarship and everything to go study, and I was like, no, that's not what I'm doing. I don't want to do that. And my mom, she cried and everything. She's like, is this the type of life you want to live? And I'm like, yes, I made up my mind. And, and she was very disappointed. And there's nothing that she could have said to stop me because I was 19. And so I left, and she was highly disappointed in me. Like, she was never expecting me to do something like that. So my higher self brought me back to that point. And I sat down and I said, okay. I was put in my place and I was checked, like checkmate. And so once I merged those two experiences together, I was able to move past in unconditional love, in knowing that, she has the right to make those decisions, even though I highly disagree. But when I was 19, I made a decision she highly disagreed. I think we even now.
Yeah. And then to add on to that, now we got volcano going off.
Oh yeah, blew up. Did you hear about that?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, St. Vincent, 3 eruptions.
3.
Ash.
Wow. It's snow and ash right now. The whole place is filled with ashes. Like, you can look it up.
Yeah, I think I did hear about that going on over there in those islands.
Yeah, and where I'm from.
Yeah, that is really something,
They have no water. There's no water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, to go back to what you were talking about, that is exactly what I mean, because you see, a lot of times, because I try to come in to any site that I'm on a live, and I read through the comments and I try to respond, and a lot of times, I just respond from my own experience, because, we kind of like, I used to say I was on a day-by-day program until a day got to be too much. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to be on the moment-by-moment program, because that's all we can handle is a moment, and a few of those at that, So we're all on the moment-by-moment program, and I think sometimes we just going in a little bit too hard on ourselves, in this journey, because, life is designed for us to really be able to enjoy our journey and enjoy our learning. And, whereas, of course, we all want to, be in union with our twin.
Right.
And, sometimes, you have a twin who it's not like it's, some other person. Sometimes we have twins who have been through so much stuff until their heart is so blocked, until it could take years just for them to open up. If you've ever met a person who went through something and they said, I'm never going to do this again, and they were wow. And then they run right into you. And you twin, the person that's there to challenge that prison that they put themselves in.
Right.
And you on the journey, and you having difficulty with them.
Yes.
And it's hard not to internalize, what you're getting from them, and that's why we call to have such a high degree of self-love, because, oh my God, talking about turning that up. I mean, times when I've been like, do this twin person even like me? Because what did I do? I'm like, what did I do? And then I have to, really sit with that thought, like, what did I do? And I'm like, wait a minute, I really just came in here and just served a big bowl full of love and energy to this person, and they just got this gigantic shoe, stepped on me as soon as I pulled up on shore. I'm like, what did I do for that? And it's just really having a firm, because sometimes when you're challenged by, like, even the behavior of your twin, the real thing that you always have to go back to, well, what do I need to learn? What do I need to build in yourself from this situation. And
Yes.
it's not so much that you're doing something wrong or anything like that. We've been taught that it's a bad thing or it's selfish to just love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? In self-love, you know what? If he want to do this, then that's his choice. Like you said, that's your choice. But this is what I'm on. And, maybe right now ain't the time for me to be trying to like land this boat or dock this boat on the shores. So I'm just gonna go on back out to sea. I'm gonna cast my net out here. I'm gonna give me some fish, give me some,
Listen.
listen to a little jazz, paint a few pictures, something. It's just time for me to be doing something a little bit different that I like to do. And I call it, leaving a person in the little triple darkness.
Yeah.
And sometimes I leave them in triple darkness and walk out and realize, hey, wait a minute, it was pretty dark over there, but I was in some of that darkness too.
Couldn't even see.
Yeah, and so and you just have to like, it sends me deeper and deeper into a self-love that you really have to develop and constantly be willing to feed on, for yourself, just to keep your sanity sometimes, because
sanity, girl.
There is, I believe it's like almost an attack on twins coming together, because even and that y'all might find this sometimes that, it can be a lot of interference in your connection, even when you are together. People are constantly always trying it because, twins coming together is such a bright light of love around you. And people be sitting up here thinking, oh, well, you know what? They looking that good together. Well, maybe if I was with so-and-so, then it would be like that for us, not realizing that, it's the soul connection between you all that is unique to you all.
Right, exactly. And you're right about that. Coming in. This is why we don't go. I mean, hey, we're just gonna keep it real. We do try sometimes to go around groups and stuff. But what we've discovered in the past is that
hurt people.
But I'm trying to say this nice. But
there's a lot of crazy folks in this world. I'm just gonna say it for you.
There you go. She's helping me out here. Because we had went to Arizona. We told you all about our experience in Arizona, right? Mm-hmm. And when we went there, it was a house filled with mostly women, a few guys. How many guys was there? One or two? It was just you and the other one was there. It was two guys.
Two and
then
two
like
teenagers.
It was a big full house. And there were some unhealed women. Mm-hmm. One especially was super unhealed. When she went to go get her aura reading, it was red. Like her entire
So it was red hot.
Very
emphasis on that T.
Very root chakra-ish. And let me tell you, that was a challenge for both of us. Mm-hmm. It was a very challenging experience, but we learned a lot from it. Mm-hmm. We learned so much from just being around that type of energy, and it was very unhealed, and it became a lot for us. We had to do a lot of saging and stuff, a lot of meditation, a lot of grounding to really anchor in that type of situation with the red aura. If you guys know what happens when you have a very red aura.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know what that means, but
the hot in the pants.
The hotness.
Okay, so too hot to trot.
Too hot to trot. There you go.
Like burning, like real hot. So that was an experience, man. I tell you, it was an experience. So we know about when we come together and the energy that we give off for something like that type of energy, it even ignites it even more and sends it in different directions. So
yeah,
we're very mindful.
Yeah, very, very mindful of that.
Of how that works.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to cut this one a little bit shorter because we got somebody else that just requested a reading. But Bex, we always appreciate your presence.
Thank y'all.
Lighting up this space.
Yes.
Yes.
With your knowledge.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you so much, sweetheart.
All right.
Yep.
So,
I just want to tell everybody, if you having problems with that twin, then you need to just attach to all your self-love and just stay right up in there, and just stay in there with yourself and love yourself.
You have to.
Yeah. And so yeah. All right. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comments and everything, so please forgive me. But we're gonna put you to the side just for a moment, and we're gonna get back into here. All right.
What do we got
and
here?
So Liz, excuse me, is that Jelena?
Yeah, baby,
Jelena.
that's Jelena. What's up, girl?
What's up, Jelena?
That's our sweetheart, Jelena.
We're about to get your question, your reading in here, but somebody said that Liz had a question.
And Mystic Energy says, how do I donate to get a card reading pulled?
Oh, I just put that up there for a minute ago. It said, is there a way to take back your energy from your twin if you feel like they take advantage of it? Oh, wow. Okay.
Take back your energy.
Okay. So when we think about energy being transferred, right? Yes, it can go out and it can come back in, but you don't necessarily have to take it from somebody else. We are surrounded by energy. Infinite energy. Okay. It's called prana. Okay. So if you want to fill yourself back up, yes, you can cut off the individual who is not respecting your energy. So you can cut off the individual who is not respecting your value until they start doing right. So once you cut off that valve of letting that energy go out, once again, this is one of the holes that are in the bucket that are just leaking out everywhere, okay? So once you plug that hole, then now you can start filling yourself up. And you can fill yourself up with pranayama exercises. Those breathing exercises to bring the energy back into you. Right. And now that you got that hole filled, then you don't have to worry about it going out to somebody who doesn't deserve it. Right. If you look at it that way.
I don't really worry about taking the energy back.
Just let them keep it.
Come on now. We're not going to be on that committee.
We have an infinite amount of energy all around us. They can keep that a little bit.
Don't. Let's not do that. Being on the committee. Y'all trying to volunteer on the petty committee tonight?
Right.
No, we're not gonna do that. Let's keep the. All you have to do is moving forward. Like my baby said, you just start filling your cup up, right, and allow that person to realize that, hey, you know what, such and such really was trying to help me. And so let them come to their own realization, but just continue to focus on you and build yourself up.
All right, but we're going to get into Jelena's reading.
All right, Jelena, my beautiful.
And then we're going to jump into any other questions that pop up. And if we missed the question, please feel free to just drop it. Please feel free to drop the question in the chat again, just so that we can see it, because sometimes we see the question, sometimes we don't. So please forgive us.
And Jelena is our little astro buddy. Yes. It's our astro buddy.
Yes.
All right, Jelena, let's see what your higher self, what type of guidance is coming out from your higher self on today. Ooh, we have Purpurite, number 44. So 44.
God, leave that 44 just strong.
It keeps coming. Lately, 44 has been a very strong number. Okay, so that's Purpurite 44. And so we're going to go to this deck right here. This is the heart deck. So we are going to go to, again, your higher self, and we're going to see what type of guidance comes out. It says balance.
Oh, while you balance
While I'm trying to balance it.
The other cards over there.
And so now we have This is our Mother Earth, Mother Gaia's deck. And we're just doing 3, kind of like, I like the confirmation from all 3. It kind of goes better when we do 3 of the cards. So we're going to see what comes out from Mother Gaia. And, okay. Ooh, come on now.
And just to answer that question, somebody just asked if you just wanted to donate. If you just want to donate to us, you can just send the funds via Cashapp. But of course, right now, any type of donations that come through during the time while we're live right now, just know you're probably going to get a reading.
Okay,
you're probably going to get a reading when we do that, okay?
So you got some nice cards, sweetheart. So you have balance. This is for love, right? It's a love card. Balance. So it says here, Jelena, love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. Okay, we go through this all the time. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. All right. This is how the expansion takes place, like giving birth, contraction, expansion, right? And so just keep that in mind when it comes to the relationship. And the next one is the purpurite, the course clearer. All right. So extremely effective for psychic and aura protection. That stone right there. Purpurite grounds high frequency energy, harmonizing the physical body to a new vibration. It helps you to break away from self-destructive or self-limiting behavior, energizing the physical and mental bodies. It overcomes tiredness, apathy, okay, and for self-understanding. Old habits and patterns, including those inherited from ancestors, may keep you moored to the past. Subtle energetics of ancient courses or ill wishing could possibly be affecting you. So these may be personal or passed down through the family line. You may be open to mental influence from others. So just check your surroundings, make sure that's not happening, and be open to new ways to heal. Protect yourself appropriately, but do not be overly defensive, which means don't kind of be afraid of it. Don't live in that fear thing. Just be aware. Check out whether you have inadvertently offended anyone. If so, make repatriation where possible. If not, send unconditional love and forgiveness without needing to know why or where. So sometimes you could just send somebody love, send them energy, send them forgiveness. You don't necessarily have to meet eye to eye and all that stuff. You can do it energetically, right? And it says, for healing insight, the past creates the present, but the present can be repaired and the present healed. All right, so that's pretty dope right there. And so the last one that we have is faith. I love this card. So this one is faith. So it says faith is beautiful. Okay, self-belief helps you to overcome challenges and stuff like that. Self-belief and faith inspire confidence. Okay, doubt breeds mistakes. So don't doubt yourself. Sometimes it's hard, but try your best not to. And also know that cruel words can do lasting harm. So be very careful with your vibrations. And do not give up because of past mistakes. So don't let past mistakes, deter you from trying again. All right. Be kind and supportive and set yourself, attainable goals. Know that you matter and you are enough.
Yes.
You are enough. I wrote that down tonight. You don't believe me?
And we put it in the video.
Look. You are enough. Don't laugh at my writing. It was scribble scrabble. You see that?
Enough.
You are enough. Look at that, man. Come through higher self. And you're not alone.
No.
That's the biggest thing that you need to know is that you are not alone. Okay? And do not be unkind because of others. Sometimes, people, they try you. They come in, they try you. Okay?
They do. They do.
They be trying, but hey, let them try. Okay? And it says here, don't worry about it, even if they've been unkind to you. And take delight in compliments. Somebody give you a good compliment, it's okay. Because I know sometimes when my baby give me compliments, I'm like, oh, this old dress, You're like, baby, you look so nice tonight. Oh, this old shoes right here. Sometimes.
They want to come back. How do you think I look right now?
Right.
I'm done.
My baby don't know what to do with me sometimes.
I don't know if I'm going left or right, up or down. It's all good though. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
Oh gosh, this is hilarious.
But yes, awesome. So that is a beautiful reading.
Yeah.
And we have Heather just put in a request for a reading, so we're going to get to that. But what was that? Charlene put in a question. Here we go. Let's see. Now, what is it saying? So now she's had this question here. My twin is wounded, not toxic. We are in a friendship zone. Can union for us just look like friendship? Got two answers there for you. Well, two perspectives for you on that. The first one is, yes, it can be just a friendship. Once again, if you go back and you look at the movie that we recommended, Cloud Atlas, you will see the journey of twin flames over generations.
For lifetimes, yeah.
And in some of those lifetimes, they were lovers. Sometimes they were friends. Sometimes they were business partners. It just depends on what is your life path. Now, in order to figure out that life path and whether or not that requires you to be in a romantic relationship with your twin flame, that's an answer you're going to have to get from your higher self. Now, the other thing in regards to your twin being wounded and not toxic, that's something that actually does deserve a distinction, okay? Because toxic is somebody purposely making things go wrong in your life versus somebody who just got shot and they weren't planning on getting shot, so they wounded, okay, and it needs to be taken care of. They're not trying to make your life any more difficult or anything of that nature. So yes, understanding that, having compassion for that, and just knowing that when someone is wounded, if you have the ability to respond, which means that you have the ability to help in that healing process, then do so. But when you're in that toxic relationship, just know you got to put on your hazmat suit if you plan on dealing with this individual. Okay?
PPE.
Put on your PPE. This is when you put on your PPE, which is when you know you're dealing with toxic individuals. Oh, yeah. For anybody who's in on the video chat right now, if you want to leave, you can definitely leave. We appreciate you so much for being in here with us. So you don't have to.
We don't want to hold y'all hostage,
especially if you're up there and it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Come on.
No, we're not holding nobody hostage.
All right, awesome. So let's get into this reading for Heather.
So Heather, it was weird because while I was shuffling this, the twin flame. Now I've never gotten a twin flame. The only time that I've gotten a twin flame in this pack was when I first got it, and I wanted to test it out. And you know what's weird? Every time I get a pack and I test it out, I get the twin flame card. With the Mother Gaia card, the cards of Mother Gaia it only has one. I call it twin flame. It only has one twin flame card in it. And the first time that I did the reading, I got the twin. Remember, baby, got the twin flame card.
First time.
First time I tried the pack out, and I got this pack. I tried it out, and I got the twin flame card again. So that's the only time I've ever gotten a twin flame card was when I did it on myself when I first got this deck. It was about a few months, 9 months ago, maybe.
About a year ago.
It was about a year
ago. Almost.
So say that to say this. I was shuffling, and I keep bumping up on the twin flame cards. I took it out. And then I did another one. Okay? Another one. Now, I usually just do one, but I go with the intuition, okay? So twin flames. You got the twin flame card.
See?
And it says your passion ignites. So it seems
this is for Heather.
So it seems like it's a lot of fire going on. Like you got a lot of fuel, a lot of passion in that relationship. But listen to this. It says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Okay? It says, do what feels right. So which means you need to really do that connection, that true connection with yourself.
Yes.
Okay? Because you hold the answer.
Yes.
All right.
And one little insight on that, because it says, do what feels right. Okay? Not what you think is right.
See, there you go. That's a trick.
Okay, not what you think. So it's asking you to think from here and also from here. Okay, because that intuition, this is originally the real brain. Because this is like the brain gets its signals from the heart.
Right.
It's not the other way around. So just once again, what feels right.
Right. There you go. Wow, that's crazy. This is the lapis. Look, that's my favorite. One of my favorite.
You, Heather.
This is the lapis. Okay, lazuli. So it says here, heavenly wisdom. I'm gonna read. So the lapis lazuli wards off calamities of all kinds and was one of the most auspicious stones in the ancient world. This is very old stone. I love it. It says you are an immortal soul, who has profound connection with the heavens. Your purpose is noble. You yearn for spiritual atonement, but may be hampered by outmoded viewpoints. So you might want to change the way that you're looking at things. It says, take charge of your life. Looking into the past puts you present. It says, looking into the past puts your present experience into perspective. You are a lineage breaker, okay? Make the effort to trace family history for deeper insight. So go on and dig into your ancestry a little bit. It says here, there is spiritual dis-ease. Work with dreams and journey inward to find deeper insights. Flashes of intuition show the way. Open your heart and third eye. Help comes from on high. Enlightenment is within your grasp. Enhanced perception shows what operates beneath. Study or research is needed. Yours is the gift of true friendship. Make sure you protect yourself. Okay, attuning to your divine nature enhances your well-being. So get connected.
All right. And just real quick to let everybody know, we're probably going to do one more card reading for this evening. So if you would like to have your card pulled, definitely send a donation via Cashapp. We're probably going to stay here for like another 5 minutes or so, see if we get any other requests, and then we'll go into that.
Right. And this one is nice. This is the 10 of air. I like this card.
It's so pretty.
It's beautiful card. See how it looks like freedom? It says, see and know your potential. We talked about potential today. The self is whole. So see yourself as a whole being, right? The process of individuation leads to becoming oneself, okay? To stepping away from the eternal forces that we believe define us. We talked about that too. So really take a look at what you believe and see how it shapes your perception, right? To becoming an independent being who recognizes and embraces their own uniqueness and individuality. It is about removing the mark we present to the public so that we are liked and respected and accepted, the face we wear so we fit in and belong. So really calling you into your true self, that essence, that unique spark. All right. Not being afraid to really embrace that essence, no matter what is going on around you.
Right.
No matter what, labels whoever put on you and whatnot. But really focusing in on the true self, the essence. All right. It says walk your own path. Find out what that path is. Get curious.
And we got our last reading for tonight is going to be mix.
Beautiful mix. All right, let me see what we got. What we got. Let me make sure I clear the energy. All right, so we're going to go to Mix Higher Self.
Yes, and we want to thank all of you for hanging in here with us. We appreciate you so much. If you haven't already, put a thumbs up on the video. Let YouTube know that what we're doing is valuable. And also subscribe. That's another way to let YouTube know that we're very valuable. And another way that you can show YouTube that, hey, leave them alone. Right. I like them. Become a royal twin flame. Become a royal twin flame on the YouTube channel. That way you can get access to some exclusive content. You also get access to our Royal Twin Flame meetings that we have on the first and second Saturday of every month. And in addition to that, you'll get access to different discount codes that we put out from time to time. Right now, we do have a discount code that's out for our Royal Twin Flames that's about 20% off. So definitely join in on the savings. Okay. Yes. And in addition to that, if you want to dive a little bit deeper, because if you heard what we were talking about earlier with Liz, you'd be like, hold on, y'all go deeper than just this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If you want to find out what we're going more deeper into, visit our website, check out some of the previous webinars that we've done and the webinars that are to come, because not to forget that on 4:30, not on 4:20, but 4:30, we're going to be going into the subject of tantric sex. Okay? If you really want to know how to manifest, because it's that sexual energy that manifests things, and if you want to know how to make that happen, come join the class.
It's the creator energy.
All right.
You could create more than babies.
Yes, you can.
It's come on now. It's a reason why. We'll leave it at that. Mm-hmm. Now, Max, you got some beautiful cards here. You got 2 of the Mother Gaia cards, and you got an amethyst. Love amethyst. And you have the heart card. Beautiful. See how she's in the water? Beautiful, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It says here, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So this is pretty deep. Look how she's looking at herself. That's her, and that's her reflection, and it's in the water. These cards are so, even the pictures tell a different story. Like, I'm not a different story, but even the cards like kind of tell the story that's like right here. I love these cards. Now, this one is an amethyst. So amethyst is inner peace, which is what you're kind of experiencing now, right? The letting go, the inner peace. The amethyst is a powerful protector, purifier, and natural tranquilizer. Amethyst calms the mind and balances extremes. So you have an addictive personality, okay? Make a concerted effort to overcome such behavior or obsessiveness of any kind and avoid overindulgence. Balance work and play. It says you are prone to excess in both. Understanding hidden causes of compulsion. Action brings peace. Hand your will over to your soul and allow your spirituality to flourish. Sounds like you already figured that part out from the conversation today. It says relieve self-defeating programs. Do not rely on others. You create anything you set your mind to. We talked about that earlier. Be shrewd in business dealings. Pay attention to your family. An honest verdict and success in court case are possible. Maintain your integrity and let the universe decide. Letting go of craving leads to inner freedom and creates well-being. You just talked about that. So this is just really confirmation.
Yeah,
you're already,
a lot of confirmation.
You're already doing it. So this is beautiful. And I like these 2 cards. And the fact that you got these 2 cards together, Max, is like really saying some stuff. This card represents self-mastery. Shameless plug. We do have a self-mastery course on the website if you guys are interested in really diving into becoming a master of self. So right now, the universe is calling in for you to really just master self completely. Spiritual, physical, mental, emotion, mastery. The universe is calling on you to master self. Mastery of both craft and self. Take command of yourself and life. Take responsibility for your actions. Do not be a slave to outside forces, which you already doing. You doing that. All right. Order and structure and simplicity. Be disciplined and dedicated. Stop making excuses and act. You can do anything you set your mind to and act upon it. The 10 of Fire symbolizes mastery, not just a skill or a craft, but oneself. It means understanding the tools of your craft and wielding them with skill, precision, and craftsmanship. It's all about knowing yourself and using the knowledge and understanding to bring to you all that you need and desire with the same level of skill, precision, and craftsmanship. All right. So there you go. And then union.
Yeah. And Max, we'll leave that answer up to you. If you feel like
she said physical. Listen, we together, man. We together on that one. I agree. So
and then you have this card that came up.
Man, this is just confirmation of what the conversation you just had, Max, if you don't realize it, right? So union, check it out. Unity and wholeness. Harmony arises when we are in alignment. You have unlimited potential, a path that marries science and spirituality. Duality creates separation. Right now, you're going through a marriage of the body, mind, and soul. All is connected. Complete self-acceptance. Do not dominate or be submissive. At the center of the void, you will find your temple. Worship within. Fear not. Okay? Fear not. The union card symbolizes unity and wholeness. It represents our relationship with ourselves and our relationship with the world around us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It represents a harmony that arises when we are in alignment within and with both the seen and unseen worlds around us. To achieve this centered state is our fifth reason for being.
Yep.
So full circle, Max.
There you go.
Full circle. You came full circle.
All right, y'all. Once again, I want to thank all of y'all for holding tight with us.
Holding space.
We're an hour and almost 45 minutes in.
Wow.
So we greatly appreciate your patience. And once again, just letting everybody know that actually, let me do this because
we want to make a small announcement. I know we made this announcement yesterday, but we are actively working on our nonprofit for Crossroads Life, which does involve feeding and educating people who are experiencing food insecurity. First, I started out wanting to, just focus on the homeless shelters. But then after the whole situation that arises right now that we're experiencing, we realize that there are a lot of people that are experiencing food insecurity and proper nutrition. Like I just realized what true nutrition really means, right? And sometimes ladies, and I think I'm going to put together a course just for ladies over 30. It's crazy. I'm not even going to get into that conversation I had with this Walmart representative today. And that's what kind of encouraged me to do this. But I'm going to put together maybe a course or a webinar to really educate ladies, especially over 30, how to nurture your body, especially if you've had children. Because once you hit 30, things start, not right away, but you start noticing 35, things start doing strange stuff, right? And the hormones are changing. Your skin is changing. The collagen levels are changing. It's a lot of change that takes place on the inside when you get to be a woman of a certain age. Yep. And so I've been doing some studies on this, and I realized that the body is depleted of certain minerals. Some of these minerals I've never even heard of. Oh, yeah. Okay. But then once I started doing my research, I realized that we could be malnourished and not even know it. Mal means bad and nourish. Okay. The
bad nourishment.
Right. So bad nourishment. And we don't realize that you eat every day, you're taking these vitamins, but are you taking the right kind of vitamins? Right. So that's a whole other topic, but I'll do a course or a webinar in providing information on, the minerals that we should be having in our bodies to allow our hair to flourish, to allow our skin to shine, get rid of the pimples. Because sometimes I guess, people get pimples when they get older, ladies and stuff like that, because of the hormones imbalance, right?
Right. So
there's a lot of herbs and stuff that you can take and minerals that you can take to really skip that whole phase and age really nicely.
Yes.
But that's for neither here nor there. But yeah, sorry, Megan.
Oh no, you good.
Yeah.
Definitely, that is the link for the GoFundMe page.
Yeah.
If you actually go to our Instagram page and you click on the link inside of our Instagram page, it will take you directly to the link to help us out in raising the funds for our nonprofit that is being put together, because we have big plans,
very big,
as far as really helping in bringing in 5D.
Right,
okay?
right.
So if you would like to help out in that endeavor, and just know that the donations that you send through that GoFundMe, we will be keeping the receipts, and we will be showing how these funds are going towards the mission. And so once the tax exemption is in place, then you can also have a receipt showing so that you can write it off on your taxes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So funds are going to go to really feeding, again, people with food insecurities. It's going to go towards teaching individual about what real nutrition is, how to really take care of the body, what supplements to take, and we're going to be working with other individuals who are already doing this. Okay. So, please feel free to go to the GoFundMe if you want to. If you can share, if you have like an organization, you have a group of individuals who will be willing to donate. Because again, the way that things are going now, we definitely want to start this whole process, because we do plan on having like a community garden where people can go and they can actually eat
real food.
In the community. But it's going to take the funding and everything like that. So please feel free to go to the GoFundMe and donate to help us with that cause.
All right. And lastly but not least, once again, just wanted to remind everybody in regards to the events that we have coming up. Of course, when you go to our website at twinflamesunite.com, you see the link down there below. You can see you can see the classes that we have set up. The next one is coming up this coming Monday is cultivating healthy relationships, how to really make sure that you're in a healthy relationship, one that is actually flowing back and forth. Then next, we're going to get into how to align your chakras.
We're going to get into details.
Okay. We're going to get into activating the pineal gland. Okay. We're going to get into astro traveling 101. Okay. This is just the basic stuff, because astro traveling is pretty deep.
It takes practice too.
Okay. And then we're going to provide you with information about how to access the Akashic records. You want to talk about really getting in the flow and pulling down some inventions that nobody's ever done before.
I'm telling you.
Okay. And last but not least, just for the month of April, our last class of the month is going to be on tantric sex techniques. Okay. So you definitely want to make sure that you are in the building for those. And we would definitely love for you to be a part of this community as well, because inside of this community, you also have access to your other Royal Twin Flames. This is where you can have access to the video archives. We have our groups that we have access to, forums, and every now and again, we have our challenges that we put onto the website. So definitely come and join us. We definitely want you to be a part of it so that we can really start building to something that is going to be very beneficial for everybody.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. So with that being said, anything else we left out, man?
Yes.
Okay.
Twin Flame Chronicles. Y'all remember that?
Oh yeah.
Twin Flame
Our little
Chronicles. Our animation, the video series that we were doing about Twin Flames. So we finally put together a full movie with the Twin Flame Chronicles.
Full movie, a whole hour and 20 minutes.
Right, about an hour and 22 minutes. And listen, I watched it and I'm like, wow, it is nice. It is very nice. It has a happy ending. In the middle is a lot. You guys might see a lot of your experiences in some way, shape, form, and fashion in the middle. Okay, with Isis and Osiris, right? That's the Twin Flames. Isis and Osiris, they got their karmic relationships coming in. It's a lot of things happening in the movie. It's really nice. And we are going to upload it on our website so that you guys can have access to it. We, it's going to be like $3.33 for the movie. I mean, just to support
$3.
$3.33 for the movie.
Watch the whole movie.
It's an hour and some. You guys are going to absolutely love it. It is a great way to support the channel. But yeah, we'll upload it and then you guys can tell us what you think about it, because I really love it.
Yes. And Charlene,
Behind Her Eyes.
Have we seen that one yet?
We have. We've seen Behind Her Eyes. And let me tell you, we recommended that movie for y'all to see. in a few videos when they switched, they took her body.
Oh,
when they were doing the
yes.
heron.
Oh, yes. That, ooh, wow. Yes, that movie is nitty.
Let me tell you. But that movie, you got to be careful with Hollywood, okay?
Yeah.
You got to be mindful with Hollywood because you know how they operate. At the end of it all, I mean, they had a lot of good scenes in it. There's a lot of good things to take away from it. These things actually do happen. But what Hollywood is really attempting to do is to discourage people from astral traveling. That's what that whole thing is about. Okay, so keep in mind where it's being produced, right?
Yeah.
So you have to learn to really read behind these lines.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And when you truly learn the techniques behind astral traveling, you'll be able to see these
what's really going on.
What's really going on.
You really get to see behind the scenes, not even just behind her eyes. You get to see behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes of her eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a good movie. You guys should check it out.
All right. So with that being said, y'all, once again, thank you so much. Yes. It's almost 2 hours into this thing. We thank you all so much for your time. We appreciate you. Hopefully you were entertained. Hopefully you learned some things along the way. And you can come back and rewatch these videos and just get those little nuggets that were just buried underneath. Yep. So with that being said, we love y'all so much.
Love you so much.
Love you.
Love you. And go subscribe to our website, okay? Go subscribe. We love you.
All right.
Peace.
Peace out.